Hey YouTube, Coppersan here. Today we're leveling the class that got the biggest buffs to level 200. The Explorer Bishop, who got about 50% stronger compared to before the Destiny update. This class was one of the 3 classes that we got to level 200 sub 90 minutes. We did this all in one go, with this class being the fastest out of all 3 classes that we leveled up. You can check the full leveling video on the clip channel as always. In this second job advancement, clerics already get a big boost. Their grinding skill Holy Arrow is a lot stronger compared to before the Destiny update. Before, this skill only did 1 line of damage, while now it does 3. Even though the skill now only deals 185% damage 3 times instead of 518% damage 1 time, although separate hits can also crit, plus the total damage has been increased by about 40% as well. Leveling a cleric early on has been made a lot easier now thanks to this buff. We're following the same grinding route as the previous Fire Poison Mage video, starting off in Mr. Hazard's lair in Grandis. We move to the Wild Boars above Pyrion at level 50, and at level 56 we go to the Skeledogs also in Pyrion. Those are weak to holy magic, you know, being undead and everything. Elemental advantages are still a thing in MapleStory below level 200, so make sure to make use of that when you're leveling up your bishop to deal a bit more damage. We reach our 3rd job, and here we see some more improvements. Like all other mages, there's now a new toggle for your teleport mastery. There's one toggle to deal damage with teleport and another one to improve your teleport range. Priests learn the Holy Symbol skill, which I recommend maxing first after putting 1 point in Shining Ray, Arcane Overdrive and the Holy Focus skills. Holy Symbol increases your EXP gained by 50% at max level, which will help you level up so much faster. Your main grinding skill, Shining Ray, deals the same amount of damage as before the Destiny update. However, the skill now has a bigger hitbox, so you'll be able to hit monsters that are further away easier. Not the biggest buff, but it definitely will help you level up faster. Also, priests get an insane amount of critical rate. Their Arcane Overdrive and Holy Focus skills boost your critical rate by 70%. This means that this class in 3rd job has a basic critical rate of 75%, which makes it a lot easier to hit that 100% critical rate. Together with the buffed EXP rates, this makes bishops perfect for Maples who are just starting out. There also are a ton of supportive skills, but I will go over those in a bit. Grinding wise, we're not doing anything different than usual. We train at Stairway to the Sky 1 in Orbis, then go to the Desert of Serenity in the Nihil Desert, and end up at Authorized Personnel only in Megathia to reach level 101. I started burning a bit later at level 11, so I could get from level 197 to level 200 in one go, instead of leveling from 199 to level 200. We have already reached level 104 by the time we face off against Zakum. Thanks rune cooldowns. And like in the previous video, we're defeating Zakum right away instead of only defeating the arms and then going back in after 30 minutes, because in 30 minutes we'll be level 200 anyway. 4th job has seen some of the bigger changes for this class. The range of your mobbing skill Big Bang has been improved, and the skill now also deals 50% more damage against normal monsters. But it no longer applies that debuff that it used to. Your Angel Ray skill has been improved as well. It is now always buffed up like it used to be when you use your Hyper skill, the one at level 140, dealing 14 lines of damage, recovering HP of the party members that are hit by the skill, and it still leaves a stacking debuff that increases the final damage on monsters. Also, say goodbye to your old Red Dragon, because Bahamut now looks like this. What do you think about this look? I'm still not too sure if I like it or not. Now at this point you might be wondering, so how the heck did this class get 50% stronger when all they got were some bigger hitboxes and a few buffs to their skills? Well, for that we have to go to their changed Hyper skill, Righteously Indignant. This skill unlocks at level 140 and changes your bishop from a peace-loving supportive class to a bloodlusting angel of vengeance. Bishops provide a ton of supportive skills during boss battles. They can place down a holy fountain that party members can use to heal, they can dispel status effects with their dispel skill, and can provide even more heals with their 4th job holy water skill. However, when you're grinding, which to be fair is what you'll be doing most of the time, those skills are pretty much useless. Or well, they were useless. Now with your level 140 skill toggled on, please make sure to toggle the skill on as soon as you got it when you're leveling, all those supportive skills will change into offensive skills. Holy Fountain turns into Fountain of Vengeance. This is a place down summon that attacks surrounding enemies every now and then for 160% damage up to 5 times. Dispel turns into Triumph Feather. Every 4 seconds when you're attacking, you'll shoot out additional homing feathers that damage enemies, dealing 200% damage up to 4 times, and 4 feathers can be created at a time. Those two new skills make grinding a lot better for this class. From only being able to use Big Bang and Genesis at this point to getting 2 more attacking skills is actually massive. You will also use those skills when you're fighting bosses solo, making you deal a ton more damage to the boss monster, making Bishop pretty viable to solo bosses with as well now. But that ain't all though. Your second job skill Heal and the 4th job skill Holy Water changes well when you use the level 140 hyper skill. Heal turns into Angelic Wrath. This skill deals 350% damage 5 times and has a 10-second cooldown. Enemies hit with this skill lose a massive 44% of their defense. This skill will soften up bosses by a lot. This debuff lasts for 60 seconds and then has to be reapplied. You don't use this skill when you're grinding, only when you're bossing, but it's very powerful to use on boss monsters. Your 4th job Holy Water skill changes into Blood of the Divine skill, increasing your damage taken by 20% for 10 seconds. Also, all your HP recovery skills will heal you for 99% less when you have this skill active. Potions of course will still work as normal. Then your final damage is increased by 1% for every 5000 in that you have, starting at a base of 1% and up to a maximum of 15. This skill does have a 300 second cooldown, but this can be lowered to 180 seconds, because again for every 5000 int you have, the cooldown of the skill will reduce by 10 seconds. Basically use this skill when you bind the boss, you activate this one, and then you apply all your bursts to deal the most damage. For the Bishop's 5th job, not that much changed, besides for the Angel of Balance skill, which now summons both angels instead of just one, providing the buffs that both angels gives at the same time. Besides that, you're still gonna use your Peacemaker and Divine Punishment skills to deal with large group of enemies or just as burst. And Benediction for an additional damage buff of course, and to buff up your party members when you're bossing. But that ain't all though. Thanks to the change in the 5th job Magician common skill Unreliable Memory, Bishops can now have their skill Infinity up by a lot more. This skill increases your damage by a ton, and because you have it up even more, it increases your overall damage by a lot as well. Similar to the other Explorer mages, Fire Poison mages and Ice Lightning mages have the same skill. For your hyper skills, I put points in Holy Magic Shell, Extra Guard, Holy Symbol Experience, as well as the one that boosts drop rate, and the attack and boss damage buffs for Advanced Blessing. Bishop's 5th job boost nodes are pretty straightforward I think. Use a node with Big Bang, Genesis and Heaven's Door for grinding, and get another node with Angel Ray, Bahamut and Heal for bossing. Both the Genesis and Heaven's Door nodes now boost your new attacking skills as well. Bishops went from being one of the weakest classes to a very decent class that provides amazing party buffs while still being able to hold their own, in both terms of bossing and bobbing. The additional attacking skills increase this class damage output by a lot, while not taking anything away from the support it can bring. Overall, the changes make this class a very viable class for both party play and solo play nowadays. And that was all for today. What do you think of the remastered Bishop? Let me know in the comments. And as always, many thanks to our members for making these videos possible. Thanks to Niels, Coninck, Raar, maar waar, Sebastian, Hanoy, Ryalias, Terry Kim, Vareese, Mora, Wiley, Historycanon, BackSpaceOTI, Saffronyx, Anwar, NHI, Ziggy Deer, Flidiot, Knifesu, Chen125, Cloudfix, Gusus Rodriguez, Froggy, Vira, Trevor, Michael Machaka, Ratius, Justin Vale, Silvio Nato, Stevie Zhang, Afterlord_MS, ceemak, Striker Elk, Tide1 Pan, Victor Sundstrom, Radical Jaws, Riser RU, Gummy Bullet, Lovebird, Sir Tito 655, Mathias Simonsson, Mr. NR, Galando Belavia, my name's Coppersan, and I'm super cute XOXO, PC Game Life, Dante Victory, Stanislaus Sumo Vegas, Swap to Bish, Road to level 235, 30k stat, Reboot, The Passenger, Martin Panzik, I'm Disappointed, Lucky Beats, Gabriel Eck, Pedro Benetti, Conrad Cristales, Ace Light, Ben Wolf, Max Bernhardt, Doc on a Talkerbox, Muka 1017, BMB King, Scotty Fly Fast, and Priscilla. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe and happy mapling!